Can we have a roll call, Bob?
Mayor Brandt.
Here.
President Capobianco.
Here.
Vice President Skrobak.
Here.
Mr. Ball. Here. Here. Mr. Dena.
Here.
Mrs. Theo. Miss Hattie.
Here.
Miss Rivera.
Here.
Miss Valenti.
Here.
You good?
Mayor Brandt, you want to swear in our new officer?
Yes.
Who's it? She's gonna try.
Okay.
And then if she fails, she'd set that later.
So I had the pleasure of giving a brief swearing in to Officer Nagel so she could do her training. You're going to stay up here with us? I'm going to read the entire oath so that I don't lose my place and that Officer Nagel doesn't lose her place either. I, Alexis Nagel, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws of Pennsylvania, and the ordinances and regulations of Parkside Borough. I also swear that I will uphold, obey, and enforce the law without consideration to a person's race, color, sex, religious creed, sexual orientation, age, national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability. I will perform the duties of patrol officer in the Borough of Parkside with fidelity and honor to the best of my abilities, so help me God. I do. Okay.
Can we get a picture of everybody?
Okay.
Do you want me in this too, or just have the family?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Francesca.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
Go. I will entertain a motion to accept the February 26th council meeting minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Correspondence.
I have two. I have an acknowledgement from the Costigans for the sympathy snack basket that Borough Council sent when Ryan passed. The borough did that. Also, I have here the annual request from the Aston Public Library for donation. In the past, the borough has donated $100. Those who do not wish to vote in person may use a mail-in ballot, which can be sent to the post office. And spoken to elections directly in tally to inform that the council president is not going to sign this meeting. Each time an elected official contacts our professional staff, plus past ceremony, budget over the type of mark, for unnecessary expenses. Elected officials are directed to disclaim and contract with the personal staff unless necessary and authorized. All inquiries should first be directed and at fellow council members to determine if the matter can be resolved without staff involvement. For the residents who do not know what the mayor's duties are, I'm going to summarize them for you. The mayor's responsibilities are specific to law enforcement and do not extend into council administration. It's important that these roles and boundaries are respected. Taxpayer funds allocated for public safety must be used responsibly. Priority should be given ensuring constant police patrol coverage on weekends and inspected by the residents who fund these services. You can find this on section 1028 of the Borough Code. On a happier note, I would like to congratulate Vice President Skrobak on her appointment to presidency at the Parkside Firehouse.
Thank you.
Other than that, for general progress, finance. Welcome back, Doug.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. This is the Brinker Simpson Treasurer's Report to the Borough of Parkside dated March 12, 2026. The meeting, March 18th. Including the bank reconciliations and statements for all reconciled funds for council's approval. We're also including in this report the monthly transaction report for the firehouse expense. General fund for the month of February, $42,902.33 was deposited in the bank. Expenses of $106,053.38 were paid. During this time, $53,156.87 deposits were received into the Sharon Bank general fund account with $49,873.38 of disbursements that were made. This included payroll and related expenses in the amount of $42,457.94. Year-to-date interest income across all accounts totaled $2,439. The cash report for February 28th, general account, TD Bank, $64,162.13.
That's for payment to the fire company. So,
Have a also. Have a roll call, please.
We're gonna do the bill. This is the treasurer's report.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, we'll do the bill.
that including the bills, that's what's coming off, I'm sorry.
And then give it another week or so, and I'll try to figure out what it's down. Figure it out.
Madam Vice President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the public and council may be aware, there has been a proliferation of raiding, fraud, takeout, gas, beef, skill rather than chance. Accordingly, they are not defined as gaming devices or gambling devices and fall outside of gaming laws. Currently, there is no statewide regulation or taxation. Owners do not have to pay a tax on the revenue earned. However, local municipalities such as Parkside Borough have the authority to regulate skill games under their general police powers and can require establishments operating these machines to register them with the borough and pay an annual per machine license fee to the borough.
So I'd like to make the motion to adopt ordinance number 587. Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have.
Yes.
And for hometown heroes, just basically general progress. I'm just working on the flyer for it and the order.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman McCleary.
from the chief. Um, 157 calls for service, with the most prevalent being a building and area check, 39 calls, medical, 15, domestic calls, 4, suspicious conditions, 5, criminal investigations, 4, auto accidents, 2, motor vehicle stops, 30, 19 citations, and 15 warnings. I do have another note to read from the chief with the passing of during a routine traffic stop in West Palm Township. He had responded to reports of an erratic driver and approaching a vehicle in the intersection with Capobianco Road, including in February, we have the honor of swearing our newest part-time police officer, Officer Nagel. She has successfully completed all required field training hours, and she's begun covering the open weekend shifts. We're pleased to welcome her to the team and appreciate her commitment to serving our community. And so far, I've heard really good reports from everybody. Police team is also finalizing their training hours for another trainee, and they're currently processing 2 additional applications. Their goal is to continue strengthening the department and ensuring we are fully staffed to meet the community's needs. And for the Morton Police Department, they have joined them to secure funding for a traffic enforcement grant. If successful, the grant will help enhance the roadway safety and support targeted enforcement efforts. And a last note, as the warmer weather approaches and more children are outside playing, we'd like to remind all drivers to use extra caution. Stop signs are not optional. Please slow down and come to a complete stop at every intersection. For the safety of our community, our officers will be strictly enforcing stop sign violations. If I could have a moment to address our president about the comments made. The chief and I have been talking about the financial situation for bringing in more police and things. This is very new to me because all of the discussions happened in the years before I was here. So in my brief understanding of things, the funds were not available to make everything complete as the chief would like for the force. So it is being considered and presented and evaluated. And I also wanted to comment back to you that I do know my place in council. You and I butt heads constantly, and we want that to end. I do not recommend what you should, how you should vote on things. Meeting agenda for a vote, and it wasn't. So I called attention to it. I did not tell you my personal thoughts on how the vote should be carried or anything. I just thought it should be there for all of council to vote on, because one person does not vote for all of council. One person might speak out the vote, but you all have to talk about it, even if it's for 30 seconds. It shouldn't be hidden or brushed under the rug or just like, I got this, I'm voting on it. It's my choice. That's what I meant. So I don't know if you're gonna vote on it now, but there is a deadline. So I'll kick it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you for your report. With that being said, Bob, moving forward, please be reminded that council email distribution is limited to council members only for the purpose of internal legislation discussion. So any emails go to council, nobody else. With that being said, let's see, tax collector, Mr. Fritz.
Everybody doing tonight? All right, this is the report. Total of $266,050.99 to date. There was $218,166.83 in revenue deposits from February 17th, 2026 to March 17th, 2026. Next couple of years, I've worked a Saturday towards the end of March to accept tax payments. Nobody came, but if you want to do it this year, I'll take a Saturday and I'll do it, but it's up to council whether you want it done or not. Like I said, the last 2 years we did it 24, 25. We might have had one person. Yeah, and the fact that we have, we're open. If somebody wants to call, make an appointment for nights, that's fine. I'll do that too. If you want me to sit here for 4 hours on a Friday, I'm happy to do it.
That was my next question, whether there was any time available.
Well, our hours are 8 to 2:30, but if you need something outside those hours, call for an appointment. We've been that way for about a year and a half.
Right. So I would think that if you didn't have anyone show up on Saturday, I would, it was a longer evening appointment. Offers
And it's not like the 31st is a Saturday or
Right.
something. We've had Monday and Tuesday, so.
Right.
So I'll make my sister.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
I just want to make a comment here. If anybody needs to get a hold of me, they can't get a hold of Bob, they can get a hold of me direct. If anybody needs me to meet up with them for a tax payment or something like that, they need to drop something off. Even if it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, they can get a hold of me, my direct number. Just let sorry, I'm a little nervous. Still speaking. So yeah, they get if it's like if he's not around Saturdays, because sometimes I am. They call me. Anybody can call me. I'll say, hey, I need you to meet me at Borough Hall. Drop off tax payment. I can come in.
Is Bob, do you have his number for
Yeah,
that?
actually, his number's on the website.
It is on the website, that was gonna be
Yeah.
my next question.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
I don't
That's
care.
been
You call me
updated
2
and
o'clock in the
everything.
morning.
Good.
Text me, whatever you want to do. That's my direct number.
Okay, perfect.
Anybody, any resident wants to call me up,
Okay.
leave a message saying, hey, I can say, hey, meet you at this time.
Thank you.
Council agreed to Bob's suggestion.
Yes.
Yes. Bob? Yes?
Yes.
I mean, if nobody's coming, he's gonna make, if he's gonna make sure people can do their check.
Yeah.
I don't know why you gotta stay here the extra 4 hours,
Mhm.
Thank you.
unless you want to go overtime.
No, that's okay. Like I said, in the morning.
Fire Marshal Mike Daly.
He's gonna check 3 boxes for you. Bing, bang, boom. So we had no fire-related incidents within the borough. We managed the storm again since our last meeting without fire incident. The residents did very well. We did have one incident. I was away and the deputy marshal handled the alarm sounding at the elementary school. He was in communication with me. And it was significant because the horn and the strobes and the horn would not silence. He reported to me that the motherboard was changed in the panel and all went back to normal without incident. I was away in Florida at a post-blast investigation class. Now I know if it blows up, how to handle that situation. The deputy marshal is also in training to become an expert fire investigator. I'm shepherding that training. He was out with me on a couple of different jobs in different areas. And he's taking his computer classes and so forth, and I'm monitoring that to bring him up to speed. He lacks inspection classes, and I'd like to look into getting that and getting him assigned to those classes in the near future. I don't know what the cost is. I'm just giving you a heads up for now. Box 2, the fire department report, he did not provide me any material or information for that. He turned it into the secretary.
You want to read it?
No?
Okay.
And did he do emergency management too?
No.
Okay, so progress in emergency management. Back to fire marshal, the commercial inspection forms were sent in. I've been communicating with council and the secretary about updating the form for the benefit of the town, of the borough and the commercial establishments. So I believe that's in progress, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. Before we move on, I keep on looking at these three ladies over here. Do you have anything to say? Say it. I just overlooked you over here, and you have something to say, just say it. Is there anything you want to say? Anything?
I gathered up some ideas that I talked to McCleary about, and we'll be discussing them during the next meeting, hopefully.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
That's it?
I don't have it.
That's it? Okay. Thank you.
You want the fire chief
Yeah.
report?
Yes, please.
Report for February, 6 building fires, 4 automatic fire alarm, 1 hazmat fuel spill, 1 accident with injury, 1 lift assist, 17 EMS, 4 public service, 1 gas leak, total of 35 calls.
Thank you for that report. Our engineer, Ms. Catania.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few things that are going on. The road program for 2020. It's actually online. Potholes, yeah.
I just took a picture of one day on Elbon and Verdi.
So what you would do would be, it would be base repair and restoration.
And you see the signs as well, right?
So if there's stop signs or street name signs, they are eligible. If there's storm water problems, depending on the cost, I don't know what, do you have a budget for what would be done for 2026? I figured you did. Sorry, I should have, when I sent the email today, I should have. Yeah, and salt is would be that you go to those programs that you're specifically do that $40,000 is a typical road trip to Parkside. And you do some topics and care, and you do some trips and times and all. But at least whatever we're planning on utilizing, we use the right, some of the rest of
I think we do it for street signs, beautify Parkside.
And
Street signs. Beautify. What do you have the next step is?
now, we need to let, we're actually more late. I changed it and we're resolution.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, street signs, not how it's all. Now, we do street signs, can we do all the streets the same, the signs? Taking all ones down, but the match still has a mark. It's beautiful. Well, I think we call this a street sign.
The clips and the signs.
Yeah, yeah. And we have to find out about fall view, how it's fall.
You know what, I went on PennDOT's website, I don't have the link to dedicate. But I went on PennDOT's website, there is a liquid fuels listing that is made up through, as roads are dedicated, this was generated back in the '70s, actually, but obviously some of these roads are dedicated well before the '70s. Well, I'm only finding it as 1R, and it's 1 minute. The only thing that I can think of is go back into some of our historic records, which we have just a basic plans with surveyors and engineers and consultants, and there's a lot of old maps. Using up there and using figures. But just take a look at them and see what's going on. I don't want to waste time doing that, because my time is your money. So, if we accept what is on the PennDOT liquid fuel listing, I would assume that is
Without, if not go on that would be, we have to do our orders for the streets before we have to water. Yeah, oh yeah. You wouldn't want to think about that, so you want to go with street, potholes, and salt. Right.
I did so we do have a final draft plan for the parks, recreation, open space plan. We're waiting for one additional invoice. I still don't have any comments from Delaware County Planning Department on the actual plan. So I still have to figure out why there's no formal. And my guess is what I sent to the county is we just sent an application. So the planning department has an online application that you fill out. Any developer doing any kind of a subdivision ordering open spaces, you put an application. I think when Holly sent it over, I did not believe they sent it with an application. So number of levels. It's very difficult to do, the number of times it's floodplain, is there floodplain, so besides the that we didn't have any permit to put in the floodplain, but we have to go ahead and we got this first. The last bid, as was mentioned, back in March, our structural engineering consultant came to take a look at the building because we were seeing cracks and noted that the piers, some of the piers were there were issues of holes by the piers. As things have gotten worse, Ryan came last week to take a look at what was going on. We had the opportunity, instead of having to crawl under the floor, to see what was going on because of the water break. And he went there, took a look at the floor, took a look at all the cracks, went up into the attic, and has done a report. What he's found, or what his recommendation is, and I don't have a cost estimated, and he said this morning, and unfortunately it's like 4:30 and I'm not sure to read the report. He's looking at putting number one, I can tell you for a fact that there are more holes than there are here. So we do have an animal intrusion policy on the building. It's getting on the side of the building and then from the photo so we've got to take care of that problem. There are 7 kilos that he would like to understand utilizing filter piles. And they're really kind of screws that go down and attach to the pier, and they'll go down other than putting it to the pier to stabilize the pier. And because of the unstable system, the building is kind of doing this and twisted some of the joists, hangers, and joists up in the steel. So he has a solution for that. That was a pretty easy one. Take the hangers off, put your hangers on, screw your hangers in, and then there is a tension screw that he's suggesting on every other joist. The big cost, just from my very quick research that went online and SAI for numbers, because I don't have a cost estimate. I've not done local piles. But each of the helical piles run about $3,000 a piece. So by the time we get this done, we can use the carpenter to do the work in the attic and the ceiling, but we're going to have somebody use and fill the piles as well. I'm assuming we're going to be somewhere around $35,000. And that's, again, like kind of pulling it out of the air because I'm looking at numbers that AI has generated. But I wanted to give you some idea of a number. I do have, I brought an extra copy of the report. I have one copy. And Bob has it, and the chief has it, and going through and taking a look at what's here.
Vertical cost, is that, is something that's going to be a problem 2 years now, 3 years now, so
If it doesn't get, so the one thing Ryan said is, we're not talking about structural failure. Okay? But the longer you wait to do this, the worse it's going down.
more stands to take, it takes, something that you haven't seen
Oh,
yet.
no.
And she'll pick it up.
I definitely
I have it.
now that I've spent a lot of your money, I
Yeah,
can,
thank you for
I
that.
can certainly answer any questions that anybody may have. Sorry.
Any questions for our engineer?
The, Edgemont Avenue, have you heard from PennDOT?
No, I called Mike and he didn't call me back, which is kind of odd.
We got a couple of significant potholes, and then we had the patch.
I went over it last weekend and then again tonight. He doesn't do this, he's a structural engineer, so he's doing the recommendation, we'll have to have a contractor. And we were just talking about, the gentleman that is doing the work in the police station. If he is a carpenter and has his contract license, he might be able to do this attic portion. It's just really what he's able to do with the tile. I was going, tomorrow, I'm gonna call a company that I know that does concrete piling that work and see if they do it or if they can give me some idea of who could do it. I left a message for Ryan this afternoon after I didn't leave a message, I emailed him and asked him what the cost was and I heard that I sent to a local contractor because they do this all the time. I think I haven't done structural engineering since I left Sun and engineering stuff. So it's been a long time that I haven't done structural engineering. Neither do I.
Marcy, can you email me some numbers, some options, in case we do have to pay for those? It says around 35,000. And you send me something that I can send out to town so that I can do this. What options do we have if we have to pay for them? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I'm, yeah, please email.
Sorry about
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on to our solicitor report. Mr. Will.
Thank you, Mr. President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. This is report three. Number one. Solicitor 25 trash.
want my signature on this, don't you?
You don't have to sign if you don't want to.
I think I should approve it.
It's up to you. You do what you want.
No, I don't want to do what I want. I want to do what is right.
You're not entitled to any council decisions here or email.
Absolutely, I don't want to be. I didn't run for council. I don't want to decide what you decide.
I gave you the answer, that's it. Anything else? Any more?
Mr. Wills, am I,
Mr. Will has nothing to do with it.
I'm asking if you are allowed to block the information,
I'm the president here. I'm putting in the orders and next to it. Only why I came over about it is the president.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay, I'm just letting you know. Is that it?
I don't know, it just seems really off. Like, so this won't get approved?
It's up to you.
Well, why do you want to mess with me like that? Why
Nobody's
does council want to?
Look, I'm not running the circus here. This is a professional meeting for the residents.
Absolutely.
Please move on. Any new business? Hearing none, I make entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion carries.
So for the public hearing, we're supposed to. Is it there
Can you pass this down?
Okay,
Thank you.
Oh, maybe you can see.
for?